Alright, muri yeZimbabwe kusangana kwatiri kuita zvakare ipo pano paZimunews update apo patinoda kupa mafirst hand update anonga ari kuitika munyika yedu yeZimbabwe. So kana uri mutsva usabve pano usina kusubscribe, kulike nekushare. Sekuziva kwatiri kuita muri yeZimbabwe zvinhu hazvina kumira zvakanaka apo pandiri kuuya ndakakubatirai 3 ma-updates. Yekutanga ndeyakuda Tagwirei, yechipiri ndeyava Nelson Chamisa wabuditsa sort of like zindege riya reAI kuti kuita hendo yandichaende kondokuratidzai. Yechitatu tichange tichakusiyirai muchinzwa nhauwa dzimwe dziri kuitika munyika yeSouth Africa nenhauwa yeimmigration. So muri yeZimbabwe zvinhu hazvina kumira zvakanaka apo patiri kuona kuda Tagwirei ane maambition ekuti anga achiita president wenyika ino yeZimbabwe sezvo zvaakambopromiswa napresident Emerson Mnangagwa. So mashoko etiri kutambira hasida kubudiswa ari kuwanziridzwa achiitwa sei. Tiri kunzwa kuti vakuda Tagwirei wakapiwa mushonga because ma-anonymous hapana munhu akambodomwa unzi ningi ndiapa ningi mushonga since vanhu vatange kuassassinatwa mubato reZanu PF. Hapana munhu akambobatwa red handed cheche kunzi uyu ndiapa munhu mushonga uyu. Hakuna izvozvo, ma-anonymous seiyaya, but vanenge vari kutuma ndo vanenge vari kuziva kuti tisu tadini tisu tauraya munhu uyu. Although pavanoenda kumadoctors hazvimbotaurwa, ndisandambonzwa even kana one generals magenerals 51 akafa kutoti ari kunzi postmortem yazotaura kuti akafa nei. Hapana izvinhu zvakadaro muri yeZimbabwe. So tiri kuona panapa kuda Tagwirei veruzhinji vari kushamisika, vari kuti sei iye asina kuenda kuArondo hospital yake iya yakati ndeyemahara muri yeZimbabwe. So tiri kuona zvinhu hazvina kumira zvakanaka muno mubato reZanu PF vanenge vachitaura sort of like ivo vakarwara muri yeZimbabwe vanoenda kunze kwenyika. Ndosvika tiri kuona vana president Emerson Mnangagwa vanoenda kuna Belarus, India, ana vice president Constantine Chiwenga vanoenda kuna China uko. Tiri kuona brigadier vakabva kufa zvamanje manje apa vakafira kuIndia muri yeZimbabwe. Sort of like ana Victor Matemadanda vakangofozve agent zvezvo zvekungoti wangodya panapo ubva watongofa zvekuti dai wakatomborwara kwenguva refu bichana waitofirawo kana unana Malaysia uko. Ana Mugabe wakafira unana Malaysia muri yeZimbabwe. Chinova chiri chirati sort of like tongopa muenzaniso futi weMalawi. Tiri kuona Malawi president weku anoenda kucheck up kunyika yeSouth Africa. Chinova chiricho chiratidzo chinoratidza kuti president ari kuenda kucheck up kunyika yeSouth Africa. Ndo zvinoratidza zvega kuti nyika yakakolapsa muri yeZimbabwe. So hatisi kuziva kuti kuda Tagwirei nhauwa iyi ichafamba sei kusaidi kwake, because tiri kunzwa kuti ari kurwara zvisikaiti akapiwa sort of like hasi kunyatsozivikanwa kuti akapiwa chii, uye madoctors vari kuzvitsvaga vari kutotadza kuziva kuti chii chiri kuitika pakati pakuda Tagwirei. Apo patiri kuona sort of like ari kurwara kudaro akapledja mari inokwana yekuita 1 million yekuti inge ichitakura maZimbabweni ari kustruggle kunyika yeSouth Africa kuti vange vachiuya. Akapledja about 1 million ndokwanisa kutakura maZimbabwe 20,000 chete muri yeZimbabwe. Ndofunga tiri kuona pamusoro panapa pakanyorwa tsamba iyi muri kuona panapa iyi sort of like ndo nhauwa yacho yemari 1 million sort of like network inenge iri kuti nonoke bijana. Tiri kuona panapa muri yeZimbabwe ndo nhauwa yacho yakabva yasainwa iyi muri yeZimbabwe 26 June 2025 2026 man. Ndofunga tiri kuona panapa regedzei tende kuna nhauwa yava Nelson Chamisa. Monyasa kuona kuti chii chiri kunyasa kumboitika kuna vaNelson Chamisa. Chii chinonyasa kumbobuda chacho chiri kuti vana vaNelson Chamisa hapana, pose tiri kuona kuti pane pawakaisa picture remaZimbabwean ari kuCape Town vari paconsulate. Tiri kuona kuti veruzhinji vaingoti thank you to Dr. Tagwirei, thank you to Dr. Tagwirei, which means zvinoreva zvichiti iye uyu Nelson Chamisa akaita makwikwi kana maelection kuda Tagwirei andodyiwa pari zvino because hasisina dhiri muri yeZimbabwe. Although kuna vamwe vanhu vari kuti ane dhiri zvake, but tiri kuona kuti hasisina dhiri. Ndofunga muri kuona zviri kuitika panapa izvi. Ane 49 minutes aisa tiri kuona panapa. Ani muri kuona ndege yakanyonzi chapkati chizviro AI zvezvo yakanyonzi chapkati. muri yeZimbabwe ndofunga tiri kuona ndo zviri kuitika panapa. Pakanyorwa kunzi citizen in action, ndo kubva kudhara unonga uchingotaura izvo citizen in action, chapkati chakuya gadzirirai chimwe. Ndofunga muri kuona don't be left out, don't just complaining Don't just complaining, compliment every citizen effort. Together we can build the change we want to see. Play your party. Vanosonjamisa vanondishamisa ini vanoti sort of like ndakabuda muna wadzezvematongerwo enyika. Tichabvura comment section munyase kuona kuti vanhu vachatombomulaiki kana kawani kana because kudhara vachiri kudiwa akaita kuti akaitisa chinhu zara vanhu vachimukomenda vachiita sei. We are ready. Tiri kuona panapa Peter ari kuti we are ready Mr President. A new citizen movement. Tiri kuona panapa party adotangira new citizen movement. Anogona adota blue movement. Yes we are the ready. Yes we are the citizens. Tiri kuona panapa ndo vanosondishamisa vari kutaura panapa. Tiri kuona panapa the chi with the chi with the aid of a diagram, or as if you are speaking for a 5 years old. Titsanangurirei. Tiri kuona ndo madimikira anonga achingotaurwa nevanhu aya achiti waiting my leader, don't tire, senga muva. Ari kuti singe muva kwako amene utari kunyora kuti chimuri yezimbabwe senge muwa kwako chiko ichochocho. So tiri kuona panapa muri yezimbabwe ndo zviri kuitika. Cable 3 deal done panapa. Vanongo vari kunyora ava muri yezimbabwe dande mutande hoche koche. Forward president tiri kuona chekutanga kumisa Cable 3 tisati taenda kure. Tiri kuona panapa chekutanga kumisa Cable 3 tisati taenda kure. 1 man 1 vote plus a peaceful demonstration 2 with Zanu PF the political party yochifaya takadaro. Ndo zvekutaura panapa kuti chekutanga kumisa sort of like tikuona panapa obviously ari kutaura kuti mukoma not meaning to discourage my citizen but election maingowina but ungati hauna zano rekubvisa Zanu PF nekuti vanobatirira zvechisimba pachigaro. Tiri kuona panapa ari kutaura kuti mune 2 times muchiwina but tiri kuona kuti pakaipa muri yeZimbabwe. So ndo mambira zvakaita. Tiri kuona vanosonjamisa ndo zvavaisa izvi. Tiri kuona wakaisawo futi sort of like pawakaisa zvinhu izvi muri yeZimbabwe. Tiri kuona veruzhinji vanga vari kuti thank you to Dr. Kudata Gwirei, thank you to Dr. Kudata Gwirei. Ndofunga tiri kuona panapa ichi chitsamba chekwa sort of like kuhanzi temu president Tagwirei donated 1 million for buses where tiri kuona panapa comment section angori thank you Dr. Tagwirei. Ndofunga muri kuona panapa uyu Brian atote thank you Dr. Kudata Gwirei ichi for intervention. Tiri kuona panapa ndiana ndikudata Gwirei chete ari comment section muri yeZimbabwe ndikudata Gwirei chete. Ndofunga tiri kuona panapa please tell Zimbabwean to do something what chimwa zvakawandisisa. So tiri kuona panapa this is situation, this is going to expose Zanu PF and Emerson Mnangagwa. Tiri kuona panapa muri yeZimbabwe ndo mashoko ari kuedza kutaura panapa but veruzhinji vari kusupporta Dr. Kudata Gwirei munhau dzakafanana neidzodzo post though vari kurwara zvavo but hapana. So
people who if they've got a lot of blacks fighting against, then they have a chance then of creating like a territory of their own. They've been pushing for this for quite some time, and I've been a bit of a resistance and hesitance. But I'm sure there are some big underhands at the moment. It involves some very big, organizations and people, who are to create some kind of a Africa. And I'm sure with time we'll get to know more, because they know that I think South Africans on their own, if we got blacks, they can't be able to manage of the things happening in that country. Anyway, there's a lot of other things that I would like to talk about at some point. Anyway, I'll give somebody. I'm the host.
Ndakuisira hapo Zambezi yeku Oslo amenanzani
okay. I remember this guy. Thanks Ndaiona. I remember this guy. Alone wolves.
Ndoza uri kufuga iwewe.
These alone wolves. My white people, not my Americans. This guy tendency. Some of them vanomboita malone wolves.
But ndakutaura ndakuti vana way. What was the reason yakabatira pfuta chinouraya vanhu? Haisi here the same in Africa?
Yeah, but it will be wolves, just like you can have a lone wolf against my Muslims, or it happens so often that they quickly control it. Even maschool shootings aya malone wolves anenge aine agenda manifesto.
aiwa reason tiri kutarisa reason chii chiri kukonzera munhu aite zvaakaita and iwe uri kuti lone wolf but iwewo verenga nyaya yacho ukanzwisisa kuti motivation bva kupi kutori ne group of these people vanooperata underground handozvaita ukwera hauna kuiterera kai nyaya yacho.
But uona katex even mamuslims aya mamwe anenge ari maradicals but vanocontrolewa South Africa they are allowed to thrive. Remember one voice noticewa nepama-TV. You wouldn't have that in Europe. They will be stopped quickly.
But they will be stopped quickly. But no one marcha during the day. Vana Tommy Robinson. And it vachimacha under the same mantra yekuti iwe nenibuda munhu.
Unoziva achiita vanhu ava varunguka ava unoziva kuti if let's reverse the situation unoziva kuti even dai vanhu vatema varivo vaiita igona kusapera munhu mutema brain dzake sometimes dziri kokai.
Ai wakakala washata.
Ndotokutaurira
Isakala washata hauchadi kuita zvine reason mukati.
Aiwa but uona katex
Hello, guys. Look, I think it's a very interesting conversation, and I think you guys, have very strong arguments. We're going to allow other people to talk as well. I think it's a very interesting, but let's also allow other people to talk. If any other people would like to contribute their views, let's but I'll allow you text Zambezi to carry on with your conversation.
My hand is up.
Johnny wadangoflexa Johnny wadangotaridza kuti
vatatu kabalapa shabana tiri vatatu ndini naZambezi neuya akadzibe.
I concur. Personally, I concur with what he's saying, and it's also important to listen to what Zambezi is saying, and becomes a very, very healthy discussion. And maybe the same way which resonates with Taxi, we might be able to knock sense in Zambezi's thinking and probably go deep to where this thing is coming. It's also coming from where he's thinking otherwise white people race really it's just a rhetoric statement. But the finances of this, it's a discussion of it will take us to a position we stop this, because we can find ourselves, talk as he used to say, once upon a time, do that, da, and then it starts again. Don't forget in the mix, there are also other matches happening. People who are closer to the Zimbabwean border, from Limpopo, they're conducting matches. They are all crying and advocating. We don't know how that can spill into something with nothing to do with me and other foreigners. The other side, we saw a white man, not to be racial, saying, "This nonsense. We know you guys are coming after." And he was giving a stern warning. I'm not saying it's going to happen. He said, "Actually want to push you out to the sea. We white people and the foreigners are going to remain in this country, and where the people that are working are lazy." So just to say the least, this could be a time bomb. We've seen people being pushed in from the UK, issues that we've not really come to understand whether those people were criminals, illegal, but we talked about it politically to say send the whole empty flight with a few individuals. We've seen people being pushed into a flight a couple of weeks ago, but what I've just said, it happened, I think, before COVID. But what happened recently is it in Ireland where they call them hooligans of whatever, pushing black people, South Africans to say, go back to your country. So again, alluding to what the text is saying, maybe shared experience or shared understanding may help us to think better and have be visionary to say about evacuating our tips or what next, where is this coming from? The way is you've heard what not only once, many times. So it can be a global crisis that probably can say it's a slow glowing candle. But this surely, in my view, I share the same sentiment that case start that I want to confine it to the Zimbabwean situation. Zimbabwe situation is the center of all this, in my view. It might set a precedence, whether we like it or not. There is an attempt to rebound, there is an attempt to come and the richest resources in Zimbabwe. Elon Musk, whether we like it or not, it is like that. So, the Chivatavata, because we made it lightly. But, okay, talking about incidences that are happening now, look at the Zimbabwean vibe. It's very strategic. Are going to be, and again, maybe it's a coincidence that the South African crisis, the Zimbabweans are on the center. Statistics have shown that as Zimbabweans, people that have challenged the system.
Guys, if anyone wants to talk as well, I can go on and on. You can raise your hand. We know that you want to talk.
It's okay.
Carry on. Carry on.
Let me
You
land. Yeah,
still
actually, I
can
was
go on
about to
and
land.
on, right?
No, I was looking at my
Senior,
time. I saw that
non-stop.
coming. I saw that coming, but it's okay. Let me land here.
Right. Yeah, let's each other. Let people talk.
Okay, guys, look, let's talk about. We hear that Mr. Tagwirei he's so many buses. I mean, he's $7 billion. George Charamba was saying the government has actually provided another million or so. So many organizations as well that have sent in so much help. Why are we so many people just it looks like it's a hopeless situation. People are just there, we don't see the pictures of the bus. I mean, if there's all that money and all that support we've donated, I know we've contributed a small amount of money, but what's going on? Why are we not seeing so many buses? We've seen of people from Malawi going back. What's going on with us? What's going on? Is secretive. Are in charge of what's going on. What's wrong? What's going on, guys? Nobody's giving anyone feedback. Is there something wrong here? Guys, listen.
Will you allow me to respond since there's silence
Go,
to particularly your question?
go ahead and go ahead, respond.
And I'll kindly ask you to be I should not exceed 2 minutes. Thank you. So what is happening? I'm advocating for, which is part of the response lobby, because pressure groups, people who are doing all this good work, they cannot question Ramap. not question United Nations, UNHCR, and our president. They cannot. They cannot. But a lobby, a registered, surely squeeze all answers out. Now, dissemination of information and in my advocacy, it can be anybody. It's putting out there. It will act as a command center. Yeah, which answers your question. Because there's no command center in a crisis, it becomes problematic. I was going to ask, but now because you've asked this question, to say, do we have evidence of money having been sent? And is it 1 million or 100,000? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. 2 minutes, then you get once. Or there's just sarcastic talk again. It's cumbersome. There's no clarity. And I'm able to speak eloquently because I engaged with somebody here invited on the ground. The sentiments are very clear. They speak to one thing that I'm alluding to. That being said, you look at the movement of people. There's a video where this sympathetic woman was saying people have been waiting at the consulate. You cannot just jump into the bus and just go across the border. Consulate is it capacitated? Even if there's money, I'm being positive. Are we looking at all those things that documented? Undocumented, they have to be documented for them to be passed. I'll land on the assumption on the site space that there's a ghost law. And so let's not forget that the same South Africa is from whether law enforcement or individuals. I justice to your question.
No. Look. Thank you very much for your response. I think that's your Signoro. I think that whatever command center or where we don't have any spokespersons, we don't have people that specifically assigned to really give in daily like a spokesperson or some representative. Of course, we've had a few people here and there to give some information. Some of them they're doing it videos and all sorts. But this is for me, I think that would have been an opportunity position to shine if we had any. Now I see some comrade, I think who is one of our I'd say previous opposition leader, or is he still? I'm not sure. But he's put a video on his Twitter handle of a plane flying, a song being played as a background, the Tono Sangana. And I'm saying, yeah, what are we doing here? A crisis at the border. You are supposedly supposed to be a leader sort, and you're just playing this song Tono Sangana when we're in a crisis situation. What sort of a soldier are you? I mean, we know for years we have been having like bad, like we've known Zanuna that doesn't care about his people, but in opposition should be seen to be at the forefront, to be, showing some leadership, in terms of a crisis. I was expecting much more, from our opposition leaders. Okay, fine, they don't want to spend their money, but they can some links, some connections in South Africa. Even advocate, for the people and talk to the South African government and say, guys, look, our people are willing to come back home. Why don't you provide